Teacher Talking Sports here. What it does, what it do. We are going to continue our MLB Mount Rushmore series. We got 27 of these teams down. We got 3 left, starting with today and the Texas Rangers. So in these, I attempt to name the 4 best players in franchise history. I'm only looking at their numbers and accolades for what they did with the team I'm doing. So in this case, Texas or the Washington Senators, because they actually started off as the Senators from 1961 to 1971. That's what they were known as. They've been known as the Texas Rangers since 1972, so almost 50 years. The franchise has yet to win a World Series, but they did win back-to-back AL pennants in 2010 and 2011. So let's get into it. In my opinion, the 4 best players in franchise history. Of course, there is disagreement. These are subjective lists. Let me know in the comments when the video is done who you would include in your Rangers Mount Rushmore. Players are listed in alphabetical order. I am not ranking them. So let's get started with Adrian Beltre. Adrian Beltre is sure to make the Hall of Fame as soon as he's eligible. He's a member of the 3,000 hit club and just fell shy of 500 homers in his tenure with the Rangers, which went from 2011 to 2018. So 8 seasons. He batted .304 with an .865 OPS, 199 homers, 699 RBI, 612 runs, 1,277 hits. He made 3 All-Star teams in 2011, 12, and 14. In 2013, he led the AL with 199 hits. 2012, he finished 3rd in MVP voting in the AL. And with Texas, he also had 3 7th-place finishes. So 4 times in the top 7 in MVP voting in his 8 seasons. He hit over 300 3 straight seasons from 2012 to 14, and also in 2016 and 17 won 3 Gold Gloves with the Rangers. Did accomplish his 3,000th career hit while playing with Texas. Adrian Beltre, member of their 2nd World Series team, that making the World Series, not winning it, but he is the first member of the Rangers Mount Rushmore. Let's get into the next guy. We got Juan Gonzalez, 2-time MVP, home run derby champion in his 13 years with Texas, spanning from 1989 to 1999, and then also had a second tenure in 2002 and 2003. He batted .293 with a .907 OPS, 372 homers, 1,180 RBIs, 878 runs scored, and 1,595 hits. Juan Gon won MVP 2 out of 3 years with Texas in 1996 and 1998. Also finished 9th one year and 4th in another. Altogether, he had 5 seasons with at least 40 homers and a 6th where he hit 39. With Texas, he had 7 years with at least 100 RBIs, three seasons with at least 100 runs scored, led the AL with 50 doubles in 1998, had 4 different seasons in which he batted over 300, had 2 seasons with over a 1,000 OPS, won 5 Silver Sluggers with the Rangers. Juan Gonzalez was a power hitter of the early to mid 1990s, one of the most feared hitters, and the 2nd member of this Rangers Mount Rushmore. Next, again, I've mentioned in other videos, I don't let PEDs cloud a guy's chances of making these. So I've had Barry Bonds, Roger Clemens in previous ones. So let me get that out of the way. And our next guy is Rafael Palmeiro, who would be in the Hall of Fame if not for what I just mentioned. Member of the 3,000 hit club and 500 home run club. He also had 2 different tenures with the Rangers, both of them lasting 5 seasons. First one from 1989 and 1993, and then we have 2000 to 1999 to 2003. So in those 10 seasons, Palmeiro batted 290 with an 897 OPS, 321 homers, 1,692 hits, 1,039 RBIs, and 958 runs scored. His best season with Texas came in 1999 when he finished fifth in AL MVP voting, won a Gold Glove. Whether he deserves it's another story, and a Silver Slugger. That year he batted 324 with a 1,050 OPS and 47 homers, 148 RBIs, which was his career high. In his second tenure with the Rangers, he had at least 105 RBIs and 38 homers in all 5 of the seasons. In his first tenure with Texas, his best season came in 1993 when he finished 8th in AL MVP voting, batting 295, 37 homers, 105 RBIs, and an AL leading 124 runs scored. Also led the AL in hits in 1990 with 191, and led the AL in doubles in 1991 with 49. Rafael Palmeiro is the third member of the Rangers Mount Rushmore, and probably the best player in franchise history. It's the last guy I'll be naming. Pudge Ivan Rodriguez, inducted into the Hall of Fame in 2017, and much of his damage was done with Texas. Altogether, he played 13 years with Texas, from 1991 to 2002, and then also played 28 games for them in 2009. During those 1,507 career appearances with Texas, he batted 304 with the 828 OPS, 217 homers, 842 RBIs, 866 runs scored, and 1,747 hits. Pudge was a very solid offensive player, but what he was most known for was his glove behind the plate. He won 10 straight Gold Gloves from 1992 to 2001, but he also won 6 straight Silver Sluggers from 1994 to 1999. The last of those years, 99, he was named the AL MVP, batting 332, 35 homers, 113 RBIs, and 116 runs scored. But all 3 of those totals, homers, RBIs, and runs, were career highs. Also had 116 runs in 1996. The 332 batting average, I believe, that was his second highest of his career. Like I mentioned, he was just such a threat behind the plate. If you wanted to steal on him, best of luck. Let's scroll down to his caught stealing percentages. Let me make sure it's up on the video. Just move it over. Look at all that black ink in his time with Texas, throwing out 52%, 51%, 57%, 56%, 55%, 49%, 60% in 2001. Why would you even challenge this guy? Ivan Rodriguez, one of the best arms behind the plate in MLB history, and he was far from a slouch at the plate. He is the 4th member of the Rangers Mount Rushmore. So, in alphabetical order, we got Adrian Beltre, Juan Gonzalez, Rafael Palmeiro, and Ivan Rodriguez. Even though this team has yet to win a World Series, there were plenty of other options I considered. So some honorable mentions. Maybe the toughest guy to leave off was Ian Kinsler. We also had Michael Young, Josh Hamilton, Frank Howard, Buddy Bell, Toby Harrah, Charlie Huff, and Nolan Ryan, who spent the end of his career with the Rangers. Those are just some of the honorable mentions. Let me know in the comments who you would include in your Rangers Mount Rushmore. We've done 28 of these, ladies and gentlemen. We only have 2 teams left. I've been doing these daily. Tomorrow will be the Toronto Blue Jays, and then Saturday we end it with the Washington Nationals. So stay tuned for those. Appreciate all of your support. Don't forget to subscribe, guys. Like the video, share the video, hit the bell for notifications. I'm out.